days ago at about 1 o'clock and was
AM,
sweating, shivering, and just had a real PM. Had just got the flu.
Shitting,
shivering, not shitting. Anyway, I have shit a couple of times since, but not any real bad shits. Anyway, I've started to feel better. I had a 3.5 hours.
You sound better.
I had a 3.5 hour nap today at lunch.
Did you?
Yeah.
3.5 hour now.
You're off work today?
I've been off work the last couple of days.
That's unusual for you.
Well, I physically couldn't get out of bed yesterday.
You've come in here.
I've come in here because I had a 3.5 hour nap and got better.
You're a bloody...
Yeah, anyway, I've got the box of tissues with me because I'm feeling better, but my nose can't stop running, won't stop running, and I feel like shit.
So we'll apologise. Don't blow your nose.
No, I'm not going to blow my nose. I'm just wiping.
Okay.
You won't hear a nose blow.
BackChat, powered by Hammer this year, of course. Powered by Paywise.
Well thanks,
Welcome
guys.
to the show, fellas. Mitch Cleary will join us in a little bit, fellas. Channel 7's Newsbreaker, Hound.
You guys are pissed, by the way, aren't you?
Yeah. No, we had a light.
Yeah.
A light.
You guys are hammered. It's good.
Yeah. Nah, look.
Where'd you go? What was
Nah, mate. Mate, Friday Arvo. I've just had enough of grinding ourselves to the bloody bone, mate.
Of course, mate.
And I just thought,
can't wait to be there.
I just thought, you know what? We're gonna have a beer.
Yep.
And then why not have another couple?
Yeah, absolutely. So welcome to the show, Mitch Cleary. We're going to cross to the MCG very soon. In fact, we could be going there immediately.
Yes.
Wow.
Hawthorn
The Hawks
versus the Bulldogs.
Hollywood
at
Hawk
the MCG.
versus the Bulldogs.
If you remember a little while ago, Isaac Cumming, our very good friend.
Dowling.
Isaac Cumming just got proposed. He plays for GWS.
Yes.
He got engaged, sorry.
So if you remember Isaac Cumming, I want you to take Isaac Cumming. I want to take his first name, and I want you to think about...
It rhymes with...
I want you to think about Isaac Cumming, and then I want you to go Isaac Dowling.
Yeah. So what rhymes with Isaac Cumming? Isaac Dowling. Yes, it does.
In fairness, I think they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Isaac Dowling's our very good friend, St Kilda fan.
Came to Beers with BackChat.
Came with Beers to BackChat, but he was in the middle of
Marble
the
Stadium.
lid. He was under the lid.
He was under the lid.
Kicking goals in BackChat kit.
Yeah.
And he was literally just plugging the shit out of
He
BackChat.
won Apple stocks.
Yeah, correct.
Did he really?
Yeah.
The integrity of that competition was...
No.
I'm not sure it was high level like the Jack Buckley Medal will be.
Jack Buckley Medal.
If you don't have your tickets to the Jack Buckley,
get them.
If you don't have them, get them.
Yes, backchatstudios.com.au.
We might have something to reveal on Jack Buckley Medal. VIP type access.
We're getting thumbs up from the boys.
VIP type giveaways.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to stay tuned to this show.
Definitely have to stay
to
tuned.
give that one. Hey, fellas, have we got Isaac Dowling at the MCG? We've bloody got
Isaac.
him. Isaac Dowling. Look at you in the MCC. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Just getting ready for a big night, I reckon.
Can you show us where you are? I feel like you're down the front of the MC. Where are you?
Can we,
give us a
flip
spin.
the camera around. Here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
it's bloody
Seats,
beautiful.
yeah,
All
no.
right. Oh, my
Ground's in good nick, boys. Right next to the bench.
goodness gracious.
Sorry,
mate.
we've just lost connections to the TV, but he's still there.
I reckon
Ground's a
you're
good
probably still there.
He's still there.
That looks bloody brilliant.
Thoughts ahead of the game, Isaac. Obviously, last time we spoke to you at a footy ground, you were there kicking a goal for Apple stocks. Is that happening tonight as well? Are you kicking another goal?
Unless I run on the field at 3/4 time and try and avoid the security, I don't think I'll be having a shot at goal.
Okay.
But never say never, they say. So maybe.
Who are you there supporting, Isaac? You got Bulldogs and the Hawks. What's happening?
I think I'm not really that fussed. I'm here with a few Hawks boys, so maybe the Dogs. But
Love it.
just want a good game. Nothing like last night. Just give us a close game. I'll be happy.
Now, Isaac, the boys here have been on the cans for the last couple of hours. It is currently, what time is it over there? 5:35. How long have you been
How
going
many
at
of
it
you
for?
tipped in, Isaac?
Well, 6:35, I should say.
I hate to say it, but I'm actually on the waters tonight. I've got a final this weekend. So
Respect.
for my footy team, so I'm on the waters.
Who are you?
But
Who are you got? Who are you playing for? And who have you
There's
got?
plenty enough. There's plenty of drinks getting around. There's a few around me that I reckon are going to be ready to yell out some abuse.
Who do you play for, and who have you got this week, and what final is it?
I play for the Marubna Cats in the Golden Valley League, and we are playing the Shepparton Bears this weekend.
The Shepparton
We
Bears.
hate the Shepparton Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
We hate the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
We hate the Bears. That's
Is it a grand final, a prelim? Where are you at?
We're at the semi-finals, so we're 2 weeks away from a granny. So 2 more wins, and then we're there.
Go the Cats.
Isaac Dowling, cousin of Isaac Cumming. Can you give us a preview? What's going to happen tonight? I want to give a bit of a match preview.
Yeah, so I think Leif Vandermeer and Marupna Boy, he'll get an early one, settle the nerves of the Dogs. I reckon, contrary to belief, I reckon it'll be a bit more low scoring, 2 attacking sides. It could be low scoring early, and I reckon the Dogs get ahead in the third, kick out to a 4 or 5 goal lead, and then the Hawks come back late in the last, and it all comes down to the last couple of minutes. Ginnivan has a snap-on goal and wins it for the Hawks.
Now,
Sam Edmund, I'll go to the pub again tonight.
Yeah, so where Jackie Ginnivan was at the Richmond. Where was he?
The London.
The London.
Yeah,
the London Tavern. Great
London Tavern.
Talk us through the London Tavern on a Thursday night in front of the footy. It gets pretty hectic in there, or what?
Yeah, it was probably one of the most busy footy pubs. So if he wanted to just to go and have a quiet night, a quiet feed with his mates, I reckon there would have been a few pubs that were probably a better choice. But yeah, he probably went to the most lively pub on a Thursday night, and I respect it.
Yeah, we've got to respect it. Hey, mate, have a great night. You better be waving the BackChat bloody jumper shirt. Have a ripping night.
I've got it here, mate. Don't you worry.
What are you?
Hang on a minute.
Hang on a second.
That's just a white shirt. There it is. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well
really
done.
bloody good. Mate, have a ripping night. Go Hawk. We bloody
I
love
will.
it.
You too.
There you go.
Good on you, Isaac.
Bye-bye, Isaac Dowling. Isaac Cumming. There you go.
Cousin
The
of
Cumside.
Scott.
Cousin of Scott
Cummings.
Cummings. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Cummings.
Yeah.
Different.
Very good. There we go. There's a little preview. We spoke about Jack Ginnivan there, fellas.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What were we thinking?
That wasn't a pint of beer. That was not beer.
No,
No,
it was
lemon bitters.
LLB.
Yeah, I'm happy
Delicious.
with
I think
Sugar.
we're all good. I think we're all good with Jack Ginnivan at the pub.
Do
Yeah.
whatever you want. The thing I'm seeing online is like last time he did this, didn't really do much.
Yeah, but what do you mean last time he did it? It's the last time someone took a photo of him. Who's down there taking photos of him? That's what I'd like to know. Who's there texting?
Is there a bit of a code?
Who's
where you don't
texting?
do
And we're
that?
about to speak to Mitch Cleary. Who's texting Mitch Cleary saying Jack Ginnivan's here? Who's doing that?
Yeah.
Have a good look at yourselves.
It's crazy to think that people just like, if he was drinking a million beers and smoking ciggies, I'd probably take a photo of him.
Correct.
Like, hang on a minute, mate.
But would you text Ryan Daniels?
No.
Just
Don't-
put yourself in
don't
that
have his don't have his
situation.
number.
I would like to question the people who have sent that in.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Yeah,
absolute
agreed.
pieces of shit.
Let
Who
the
cares?
man, let the
Let
man
the
have
man
a little
play.
palmy.
Who gives a shit? Even if he is having a beer.
Yeah.
Does it matter that much? Clearly it does.
Yeah.
People are very interested.
Mm.
Yeah, anyway. Now we move down here on the run sheet, and all I can see here is Hammer Tanks.
Yeah.
So
Hold
it's
on.
not
Hold on,
ranks. Just
Damo.
hold it up.
Hammer
Damo,
Tanks.
Damo, I was leading you in there. Not Hammer Ranks, Hammer Tanks. Now,
Hammer
of course, in front of the final series, I would like to preview some of the games coming up. I'd like to get into
Absolutely.
some of them. I'd
footy.
like to get through what's going to happen this weekend. We've got 3 more games ahead of us. Of course, the Hawthorn Western Bulldogs. We've
Yep.
got the Battle of the Bridge, and then we've got Brisbane Carlton, irrelevant.
Yep.
Hammer Tanks is, look, how I interpreted Hammer Ranks of Monday.
Yeah.
I felt like, look
We're
at
just
your
airing, we're
face.
airing some grievances.
Look
Sure,
at your
sure.
face.
Anyway, go for it. What do you
Your
got for me? What do you got for me?
Your-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look. Can you just
Should I read the text?
can you just read
Yep,
the
hit
text?
me the
mate?
Okay. So on Monday, I go, we're a bit strapped for content.
Yeah.
But we have Hamish
Which is
Brayshaw
a
here.
regular occurrence.
Yeah,
Ki-
regular.
And the
King of
content,
content.
machine,
Yeah,
Hamish
Hamish
Brayshaw is
Yeah.
here to save the day.
So I send a text to our group chat, which is the 3 of us. Hammer, for some sort of Hammer ranks today,
Yeah.
can you come up with ridiculous reasons why each team will
Didn't
win
read
the grand final?
Thought you just said read the grand. I thought it was just win the grand final. That's on me.
Next text.
Anyway.
Most obscure.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
Yep. This is you. Yep. It'll be weird, but I'll do it.
Mm.
And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
great.
Oh, great.
We're in.
Hammer's rolling in.
We're on for one.
Jack Buckley eats the most cheeseburgers, and that's why they're winning.
Yep.
But instead,
I just gave you real
you've
reasons.
come in
I gave
and
you
given
legitimate
me
reasons.
the fucking David King champion
Yeah.
data breakdown of why teams
Kane
are going to win.
Collins.
I don't care
I
why
gave
you
you
think.
7 legitimate reasons.
I don't want them from you.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't you think?
No, that-
like I don't
look,
actually
yeah,
need
that's
to
fair
know
enough.
why Brisbane are a good side. I want to know why they're going to win because Harris Andrews has got a massive fucking fist.
Yeah.
He does have
Absolutely,
a massive
the
fist
biggest
and
fist.
big testicles.
See, Do you see how much funnier that is?
Yeah, that's a lot more. That's on me. Now,
you were coming down with something, clearly.
I was clearly coming down with something.
Bit of brain fog. Hammer Tanks.
It was Hammer Tanks.
We thought it was quite funny after our fifth beer.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that from you guys. Now, I was in the middle of work and read that text. I was like, yep, sweet, no worries. Forgot about it completely. And when I was doing it, when I was originally thinking it, I was the same thing. I was like, I was going to look into some stats of the 23rd player on the field.
His
and
third cousin has
Shadow Brain has kicked every time he's kicked a shot on his left foot.
That's what we wanted to
it was going to be great. Completely forgot about it. Had lots of work to do, and then was on the scooter here, and I was like, "What am I going to do? Yep. What am I going to do?"
Okay.
How long's the scooter ride take?
6 minutes.
Yeah, not long. And you almost got cleaned up by a car.
Yeah, almost got cleaned up.
So I thought we could, without any preparation, I think we can go through the games coming up, do a little finals preview, but backchat style. We don't need David King breakdown.
No, we don't.
Okay, I can log onto champion data. I can go to the stats. I can see who's actually going to win.
Yeah.
Do we care?
No, we do, but we don't.
Hawthorn, Western Bulldogs. I want to know how this game's going to go because of how we think it's going to go. I think what's most important is Jack Ginnivan's down at the pub.
Yep.
Clearly, he's gone down to a sort of a hippie club type of environment.
Relaxed operator.
Yeah, correct. He's gone to the hippie club. He's had some lemon lime bitters. You're still at the hippie club.
You're still at the hippie club, yeah.
It's a pretty loose operation.
Have you been to the London Tavern?
I've heard it's like...
It fucking goes off. It's really, really good.
On the lemon lime bitters, Lewis Jetta, friend of the family, said to me one time, the reason why he performed so well one season was because he got off the beers and went on to the lemon lime bitters.
Well, let me tell you right now.
So maybe there's something in it.
I'll give you an exclusive, and I'm sure, I hope no one mainstream's listening to this. Lewis Jetta had 3 Brownlow votes in the game, and I'm sure he was pissed.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was. I can't confirm or deny it.
We can't.
But...
He was pissed.
He was. Look, I'm not sure it matters too much on the preparation. So, to me, that's a positive for Hawthorn.
If you perform, it doesn't matter. That's what we're saying with Guinea. Go have a pint and a palmy. Who cares?
Correct.
Just show up. Make it worth it.
I like the fact that Frosty's, they're getting Josh Battle. They're getting Tom Barras.
Frosty's flat.
But Frosty's going to cook, mate. Frosty's
let
cooking.
him cook.
I reckon Frosty's cooking tonight. I reckon this sort of weather, bit of rain about.
Yep.
I reckon Frosty's getting the ball under the arm and he's running straight lines.
Well, is he sticking it to Hawthorn saying, you're going to go get some more key backs? Let me show you.
Here's what I think.
Pay Josh Battle $1 million. What is this?
Yeah.
Right, pay me
Good.
150 in a packet of chips. I'll still do it. Now, one thing that I did actually think about Hawthorn, and this is a bit more me, Jai Newcomb got his haircut a while ago. He looks like quite strapping.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at both teams here, and if I could pick one bloke that I think would be, those naked male models that get up there and you have to paint them.
Oh yeah,
I think what Dan did.
Dan does
the
all the
live
time.
model.
Does
I think Jai Newcomb would be perfectly well proportioned. I think he'd have the cock and nuts that would just sit perfect. He'd be all
not too in your face. Where
it's not like
offensive.
a fucking. It's not.
It's just a well.
It's just
I think. He'd be so well proportioned. And I don't know Jai from a bar of soap.
Buck and bar of soap.
Honestly, I've never met Jai in my whole life. Don't think I will, but shout out to Jai. I think just by looking at him.
All right. So there's the Hawthorn case. Okay. What's the Bulldogs case? What's the Bulldogs case? I really I love Cody Waitman. And I don't mean in a football sense. I reckon I reckon he's the guy.
Can I also just add on to...
I reckon he could have a big night tonight.
Bulldogs players. We went to the Western Bulldogs facility.
We did.
Saw the Bont in real life for the first time ever that I ever have.
Wow, I found him tall.
There is something about Marcus Bontempelli. He reached his hand out to me and he said, "Hello, my name's Marcus." And I said,
"No, he didn't."
He called himself Marcus.
Yeah, he didn't. No, 100%. He said, "Hello, Marcus." And I was like,
for some reason,
you're not Marcus.
Why would you call
you're
the mate, I'm the Bont.
You're the Bont. Yeah, of course.
No, I'm not.
But he's huge.
Does everyone forget his name's Marcus? I feel like we might forget his name.
Hello, Marcus here. Hey guys, it's Marcus. Just wanted to check in.
Has anyone ever referred to him in any sense other than his mother and father as Marcus?
No. Nah. But he did. But he is a
he's
genuine specimen.
I also think if they lose I think they will play with they've got the fear of God in them, because if they lose, Bevo will have them for pre-season next week. They're back in next week. They get no rest. You boys, fuck you, suck. Get back in. They'll be playing with that fear.
Chris got coached the fuck out of the game last night, and I see Sam Mitchell doing the same thing. I don't know what he's cooking up. Could have to do with Frosty. I can't get away from Hawk.
Game plan number one.
I can't get away from Hawk. Yeah. Inject Frost. So
they could have ice in their veins, Frosty style.
Yeah, good.
I'm big Hawthorn tonight. Big Hawthorn.
Yeah, I just think that perfectly proportioned cock and balls of John Newcombe will anchor them through the middle of the ground.
What are you laughing about over there, Jaiden?
Jaiden's had a beer also.
I was big on Port. Oh, you find it funny, do you?
No idea what
I'm talking about.
Quite big on Port.
I couldn't be stronger on Port Adelaide. Excuse me. Stronger on Port Adelaide. Excuse me. I couldn't be stronger.
I was
on
pretty
Port
strong
Adelaide.
on Geelong.
Yeah. We'll come back on that on the TABtouch. Our good friends
we will.
TABtouch.
Hawks win for mine.
One more time for us.
I couldn't be stronger on Port Adelaide.
Okay. Hawks win for mine.
Okay.
Also, Gunston and Bruce signed on for another year. What?
Yeah, welcome back.
Old
them
as.
checks.
Have they? How old's
getting them
Jack
checks.
Gunston?
He's old as.
41.
Old
I feel like I was
as.
at the Melbourne Cup with him and he was like 38 years old.
What's the superannuation check they talk about that you
Lots.
get every no?
Heaps.
every
The
year?
retirement fund.
Yeah, right.
The fund.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Keep
Ticking
stocking
on.
The other reason I think that
Hawk.
Bulldogs won't win is Treloar came out and said something about like the only reason he plays is premierships. Like that's the main driver. No one at the Hawks cares about that. They just want to win for each other. They just want to go out and have a good time.
Yeah, win for your mates.
Win for your mates and your buddies.
I often sit at home and think to myself, I wonder if Adam Treloar still watches The Simpsons in the bath, shaved his legs before games. That's what I think. Do you remember that coming out before 2018?
He shaved his legs in the bath watching The Simpsons.
He spoke about his pre-game routine before the 2018 grand final, and we all knew about it. Adam, I'm here to tell you, mate, we all knew about it. Wow. He spoke about his pre-game routine. Jack Ginnivan's going down and getting pissed with his mates. Adam Treloar sits in the bath, shaves his legs, and watches The Simpsons.
Wow.
That's the difference. That's
you ever shaved your legs in your life?
No.
Neither have I. You?
I used to shave my ankles when
Why?
I strap it. When I strap it, because like you'd pull the strapping
hair
tape
off,
off.
mate.
No,
It
mate.
sticks
I'm hairy.
better.
I'm a hairy man. Look at the hair.
That's true.
Oh, I got hair too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
someone told me to do it.
Go the Hawks.
Battle of the Bridge, Sydney GOS.
Yeah.
Is there anything that needs to be said?
No.
Nah, go G.
Sam Taylor played a game of football with a ruptured testicle.
Yeah.
Like literally ruptured his nut and kept playing.
I've
Can't
reached
lose.
out to the
Can't
team.
lose.
I've reached out to the team and said we're coming. If you win this and get a home prelim, we're going.
Great.
And when I say we, I don't mean you.
No, because I'll be hopefully playing in the grand final.
Correct.
You will
I
be.
mean Dan and I. We're going to GL.
Yeah, respect the shit
Yeah, we're
out
going.
of it.
We're going. Been confirmed.
Beck, if you're listening, we're going to Sydney.
Next game is Brisbane Carlton.
What's the point of even playing it? Brisbane's going to win. Carlton, go home. See ya. What's this? Okay, so the thing I've been seeing over the last couple of days is Essendon not winning a final in 20 years.
It's been a long time, hasn't
And
it?
Carlton fans love it. They love talking about it. I don't know. I don't get the rivalry between the two of
I
them.
think Carlton's won a flag
Yes, that's the difference. Essendon have won a flag.
2001 or something?
Yeah.
2000.
2000?
Carlton haven't won a flag since then.
When did they win a flag last?
1999? 90.
No, that was North Melbourne.
Who was? When did Carlton win?
96.
That was
also
North Melbourne as well.
95.
Could have been
Beat
Carlton.
Geelong.
There you go. Could have been
Right.
Carlton.
So all these fans that are just hanging shit on Essendon for not winning a final in 20 years. What does it matter if you win a final or not? You didn't win a grand final.
No.
They've won the grand final before.
Is that where you hang your hat on as a West Coast fan?
What's that?
Grand finals, wins.
Yeah.
Pretty good way to hang your hat.
Yeah. It's a great hat rack.
Talking about
Got
Carlton.
many hats on it.
Talking about Carlton.
Carlton can't win. I made a prediction today and said they couldn't win. I got to eat a whole egg next week if they win.
What does that mean?
As in,
I
like,
love when you just post on our back
You're
channel
gonna eat a
account and I watch
raw
it for the
egg or
first
you're not
time.
cook
Yeah. No, just like
Shell and all, right?
take an egg and just eat it.
Cooked or not?
No. Just a raw egg with the shell and just eat it.
If Brisbane
Crunchy.
lose.
If Brisbane lose. So I said this last time about Isaac Heaney and I had to pick up dog poo and clap my hands because he didn't get off.
I think you said, "Oh shit."
I did say I'll shit in my hands and clap, but that was ridiculous. But what I have done, and if you've seen the video, but I made a little spinny wheel and had a couple of punishments on there. One of them was shave my head. One was pierce my ear. One was do a podcast in a wetsuit. That would be pretty funny.
It was very close to being
It was
that
very
as well.
close. That would have been
Little
hilarious.
steamer.
One of them was eat a whole egg.
Right. I just thought it was like,
Be
I mean,
rank.
I eat
That'd
a
be
whole egg all the
rank.
time.
No,
at
no,
breakfast.
just like put the shell in with just grab an egg out of the carton and
That
eat it.
sounds fucked.
And so I have
That's
decided
murder.
that I'm going to do one of those games each round of the finals. Right. So I'm going to have a moral each round of the finals, and I'm just going to say
I can't.
And wait. So, like, if anyone on YouTube
definitely getting them wrong,
if anyone on YouTube wants to put some punishments in there, we can add to the wheel and we can do it.
Speaking of YouTube, I've got a comment already, and
is it a super comment?
Super comment?
No, it's not super. Sorry, it's just to both of you, but it's a good
fair
question from Fiery Bearded Man 86.
Makes sense.
Okay,
7 o'clock.
Is Jack Darling going to North Melbourne the same as when Quinton went to Collingwood?
Yes, absolutely. He's going. 2 years
Breaking news
on the table. Done. See you later, Jack Darling. That's
okay.
Done.
Wow. Okay.
So that's done. Can I answer that?
No, that's answered.
Stephen King will be the next coach of the West Coast Eagles. You were trying to tempt it a little bit on Monday, I think, Hammer.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
I've had word, certainly not from you. You couldn't be closer to telling me about this. You couldn't be further away from telling me about this.
Well, you told me on Monday, and then I was trying to leak. I was
Correct.
trying to.
Well, no, we're going with it. Stephen King's the next coach of West Coast.
Huge.
There you go.
Break it right now. Literally
broken.
For the people that want to write an article about it, aggregate news, be lazy.
Next coach.
And
he'll be coming off a flag.
So that comes off the back of, because everyone's saying, like, oh, who's going to be the next coach? It's either someone that's still coaching, and he's still coaching along.
What were the clues you were giving away on Monday?
I think I said genius in a wheelchair, Stephen Hawking. I said the Queen's husband, the King. I said
an author. There was another
Pennywise.
Author. Yeah, Pennywise.
Yes.
Yep.
So he's the clown from It, written by Stephen King,
yes.
famous author.
The last scene of It in the book is weird.
I've never read it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Is it weirder than the book you wrote?
Apparently, the whole world is
actually,
that.
Yes.
The whole world is on a turtle. There you go.
Right.
The whole world rides on the back of a big turtle.
Talking about Carlton, as I was saying before, Anthony Koutafidis is running for the mayor of Melbourne.
What?
Okay, so he is.
It's a bit like Basil Simplis.
I showed Sky a video today, and I was like, Cooter's advocating for better scooter lanes or something in the city. What's he doing? And he was like, dude, he's running for mayor. I'm like, no, he's not. I went in and had a look. Anthony Koutafidis is running for the mayor of Melbourne.
Heart's still a thing.
Yeah, so I said he should be doing it in a gorilla suit, mate.
That would be fucking funny.
That was some Lucky Hut that he was promoting.
We've got a super comment here for $2.
Here we go.
From Brandon Cavallaro.
Welcome,
Best $2 you ever spent.
Punishment for Hammer, shave his head.
Yeah, that was in there. That was in there.
I saw that in there, and you were
shave my head was in there
before the GF. Would you have done it before the GF, or are you just saying in general?
No. So if I'll do it the next week.
Yeah. Right. So you would have played in the grand final.
If Hawks lose, for instance, I'm going to shave my head. You'll do it on the Monday.
I'll do it on the Monday. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck, Anthony. All the best. Adam Simpson, part 2, out right now.
It's that good. It is. Often people ask us, "What's the best interview I've ever done?" The answer now is Adam Simpson.
I didn't know if it was, to be honest. I came to the end of it. I was like, oh, it's pretty good.
It is the best podcast we've ever released, the best interview we've ever done. It's incredible. I've listened to it twice, and I was on it. There are so many good bits.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it yet?
Not yet.
Hammer, you have to listen to this.
Okay.
It is the best podcast we've ever done.
What was your favourite question that you asked him?
I had a favourite part, which was at the end off camera. He said, "Why didn't you ask me about Hammer calling you a ship shit coach?"
He was flat. Around 20 minutes in, you came up. He's like, "Great, we're going to talk about Hammer. Let's save it because I've got a lot of things to say." And then we forgot to bring it back up.
God.
But he actually likes you.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to it or haven't watched it, you probably should.
Huge. Very good.
Feel free.
It's very good.
It's fucking funny.
Hey, did you boys say the goal of the year came out?
Oh, yeah. Harley Reid's going to win it.
Harley Reid definitely wins
it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw the 3.
Jaiden, can you pull it up while we have a little chat, please? So there's 3. Is this a usual thing? There's 3 nominations.
Yeah, typically there is 3.
Oh, here we go. Straight up.
Thank you, Jaiden. This is incredible.
So this is the Harley Reid one.
Right.
Flexible, one-handed, one bounce.
This
full
wins
steam
by a long way. Christian Petrarca is thinking about how the fuck do I get out of this football club?
3 bounces.
Bang!
Unbelievable!
This is where it started. This is where the seed was planted in Christian Petrarca's head. I need to get the fuck out of Melbourne as I chase down Harley Reid, drilling goals.
Incredible goal.
That's a good sausage, that is.
That's such a good goal.
Look at Christian. He is just flat as. See you later.
Okay, what's this? Okay.
Nick Dacos. Scrubbed the kick.
Yeah.
So he's okay. So missed a kick.
Gets it back.
Okay.
Just a dinky little chip kick. Yep.
Missed another one. So there's 2 ineffective kicks so far.
Nah, Bobby Hill dropped that one. That's pretty good.
If he doesn't balk there, that's not goal of your contender. No chance.
I like it. I can't say I don't.
It's just
like
a drop. It's just a drop punt from.
Look, that's a shank kick. So
that's a shank kick. Gets it back. That's a little chip kick. Bobby Hill drops a soda there, so that's Bobby's fault.
Fair.
That's true.
Fair.
And then this is nice. That's good.
Yeah. Who
That's
is that sliding into next year? Is that Shooting Stars?
Okay, so we got another Nick Dacos one here. This is better than the other one.
Yeah, this one's better than
Breaks
the
a tackle, bounce, runs past. Who's 41 there?
That is Dara Joyce.
His head down.
Head down.
Dara Joyce.
But he had
Looks
2
like he's
bounces.
trying.
Harley had 4.
And Harley, Nick was running straight into it. Bounced perfectly into his chest. He kept running. Couple of bounces.
So
that's not goals.
There is something about a centre bounce goal, though.
Correct.
But
so who's the best goal here?
Harley
by a landslide.
But I also think, what happened to the Eddie Betts?
That was just bad defense.
What happened to the Eddie Betts' torpedoing it from the junction?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's that?
Where are the forwards' goals? These are all midfield goals.
Where is that? I'm sure if we
Jeremy
look back,
Cameron kicked one last night.
That was way better than these.
Correct.
Dacos didn't even win goal of the round in round 23, yet it gets nominated. Just say you want Dacos to win.
Kelly
Fire.
Underwood with great goals.
Look, we've got some West Coast fans watching and listening to us.
Here we go. Let's look at this one.
What's
Okay,
this
this
one?
is Adam Treloar.
Adam Treloar against
Adzi.
Richmond.
This is Adzi.
Okay.
I remember this one way better.
Nice little tap.
It's
like
pretty
that's-
good.
See, the thing, okay, let me say this about these sorts of goals. That is put on the boot and hope.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yes.
what a goal of the year is.
So's running and bouncing.
But Harley Reid, that showed skill beyond. That's
but
a better,
he's
that's a better
not
goal.
he's not putting it on the
Here we
boot
go.
and
Here's
hoping.
another
He's
one.
clearly looking
Here's
for
another
the
one.
Again with this one.
Oh, that's a fucking sizzler. Zach Merritt.
Yeah, but you watch. He's clearly trying to kick a goal.
Nah, he's smacking
That's
on the
as
boot
good as
and
it gets,
hoping
I'm
for a
sorry,
score.
Dan.
Smacking it on the boot at the goal.
Zach Merritt. He's got 3 blokes in his face here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, that's a good.
And
Save.
it's against St Kilda.
What
of
about the
course it is.
Bont goal? Because that was the other one that kept going
the
around,
Bont one
where
was
he
good.
is that?
Is this Bont?
Nah,
Didn't
it's
crack.
so Bont sort of breaks through
That was
3
good.
guys.
That was the Carlton.
The one where he had Pierce and Ryan on him and then just went.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that was
exactly.
Fredo.
That was a good goal.
Against Fredo.
Yeah,
was a really
that
good
was a good goal, but I don't know. It's not coming up here.
So this is actually a reasonably good segue into something that I just want to quickly bring up.
Is a hammer.
No, it's not. The Waffle has the Waffle just put out their Mark of the Year nominations.
Yes.
And Angus Scott from East Perth is one of the nominations. So if you watch the video, he's the first one. There's 5 marks. His, I think, is clearly the best. It's Courage, back with a flight, round 1.
Nick Rewalt. Jonathan Brown.
Oh,
just
love
the
it.
ball sits up. He looks at it. He looks at what's in front of him and thinks, "Fuck, I've just got to do it." Charges back, takes a cracking mark, does a flip, lands on his back.
Love it.
That is nominated. The rest of them are reasonably good speckies, but his was way better. I think it's $5,000 if you win it,
Wow, that's
pretty
good.
good.
and he's pledged half of it to the footy trip if he wins.
Oh,
Wow.
get that man.
Get
So,
around him.
What I'd really like for every one of the BackChat listeners, the Waffle is vote for the winner.
Yes.
So get yourself on the Waffle website, vote for Angus Scott.
Send the boys on
Send the
absolute
boys to
heater.
Thailand
That's
with a
good.
bit more walking around money. Here we go.
Let's have a look at this Bont goal.
This is 1 on 3 and a legitimate 1 on 3.
He's so strong.
Wow. Look, I've got to be honest, that's better than one of Dacos's.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That shows skill. Hey, we've got another super comment from Trent Lange.
Okay, Trent.
Lange, 5 buckers.
Super comment.
Can we get Hamish to scull 2 litres of milk, full cream, if he loses the granny? Also, when
wow,
is the
that's stiff.
boxing match between Masto and Big Dan? What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Did you commit to that?
I've not committed to fighting Chris Marston, and I don't want to fight Chris Marston either. I think he's still bitter about us stitching up.
I think he is
stitching up
still
this
bitter.
video.
That's right.
I can add drink to. I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, but that's.
Hey!
Oh,
bro,
even better.
can I just get a little one of these for
Yeah,
the
of course,
lactose
mate.
intolerance?
Fuck yeah, it's a
great.
mindset.
Oh,
I
yeah?
think sometimes.
I was going to say, it feels like a mental disorder. That
Yeah, I think sometimes, sometimes I drink
Okay, my
milk.
bowels just go, nah, sorry.
Mine-
Like checking with the brain.
Mine over matter.
Yeah, mine doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll have milk in something that I don't know is in there, and I'm okay. But then other times it'll just hit me, and
A
I'll
glass
just
of
shit
milk.
my guts out. Fucking disgusting. I'll be fucking turn the tap on, and it's just pissing out my ass. Anyway,
Someone
Yeah.
also said, this is not paid, but I'm going to read it out. Dan makes me ashamed to an...
Is
Hang
he
on,
is he a
I'll read
wife
it
or a mother? Or?
Read up, Brandon. Dan makes me ashamed to an Eagles, sometimes LMAO. So, Brandon,
yeah, that
There you
joke's
go.
on you, Brandon. Idiot.
well done.
Nah, that was actually good.
Do you want me to do? Can I do an early? Because I got to leave a little bit earlier. Pink concert starts
course,
a bit
mate. Yes,
earlier
it does,
tonight.
yeah.
Could I do an early?
BP,
No. Oh wait.
back page.
Yeah, BackChat back page. Could I do an early?
Of course
Can I,
you can,
can I
mate.
use the bathroom while you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Piss off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, It is the stories that you don't know about that you're going to know about right now because I've found them and you're going to listen to them, and it's bloody brilliant. Firstly, out of the Melbourne, the Western Bulldogs. Rejuvenated Bulldogs tall drops hint on future. Western Bulldogs tall Rory Lobb has dropped the biggest hint yet on his future at the kennel months after it was reported he'll be seeking a trade. Lobb struggled in the mid-year absence of Norton, who was sidelined with a knee injury. I'm not sure what Norton has to do with it. Blah, blah, blah. The former GWS and Fremantle ruck forward put forward a promising performance alongside Liam Jones against the Roos in the first game down back. Over 3 months on, Lobb says he sees his future with the Bulldogs. I'm loving my time at the Dogs. We've got a great environment, Lobb told media. I feel like I've found my spot down back. I can't see myself leaving.
Fuck yeah, Lobby.
The Lob's just fucking returned. He's back in business. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on, Hawks. I'm going to read that last.
Okay.
Ben Cousins reveals his favourite baguettes in Perth. From Subiaco Cafe, Chez Jean-Claude Patisserie.
They're really good baguettes there, by the way.
Well, listen up. Ben Cousins has revealed his favourite baguettes in Perth, dubbing them the best baguettes in town.
You called them bagels. Dan had a go at you for it. Anyway.
The former West Coast star took his Instagram stories on Wednesday afternoon revealing Perth Patisserie Chez Jean-Claude
Patisserie
was where his favourite sandwiches were from, not baguettes.
Or bagels.
Ben said, if these aren't the best baguettes in town, I give up. He wrote over a video of the exquisite range of treats available from the cafe. The 46-year-old paired the video with the Dirty Dancing song Hungry Eyes as it panned over the gourmet selection. The Swiss Cafe has 2 stores in Perth, one in Leederville and Subiaco, and serves up a huge variety of delicious products for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Is it Swiss?
Yeah, shape. They are incredible.
They're really good.
Weren't happy with the bagels baguette.
Mate, there's a difference.
There is a difference.
Like
and it clearly said baguettes. Anyway, keep going. You've got one more, didn't you?
Oh, I misspoke. Sorry.
That's right.
One more. Let's go. Hawthorn.
Hawks gun injured while breaking up dogfight. Hawthorn forward Greta Bodie has revealed that. Why is everyone fucking revealing? She's just saying.
She's just saying.
Has revealed she required 10 stitches in her right hand after being bitten while breaking up a dogfight last week. Bodie was under an injury cloud for the Hawks season opener against Carlton on Saturday after her dog, Ted, got into a tangle with another dog while on a walk. The 29-year-old required surgery, but was cleared to face the Blues, although she did wear a protective glove to prevent further damage.
Yeah, great.
Quote, I was walking my dog last week and another dog ran up and there was a bit of a fight, Bodie told AFL.com.au after the Hawks' 38-point win in Frankston. My dog's lead broke, so this is a quote, call herself brave. My dog's lead broke, so I bravely put my hand in to separate the dogs and I got 10 bites and 10 stitches in my hand. They're still in there at the moment, so it's been a whirlwind week.
She's called herself brave. Good on her.
Absolutely. That is us done and dusted. For the BackChat back page.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that last one.
Is that right?
And it wasn't pre-planned at all, but I'm so glad you mentioned it.
Have you been browsing in the
toilet?
toilet?
Here we go. I've been browsing on Reddit. Some of the bizarre injuries from players off field.
Right, so that's up there with some of them. Getting a dog
fight.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one.
Someone said, this is from, I've got to give it the props, Ambitious Delay was the username. Chris Judd and that shoulder allegedly throwing the doona off the bed. Sure. What were you really doing? Also, Mick Martin torn abductor from doing like 200 sit-ups at home on a day before a big match.
He would have just been a picture of someone on the wall. I'm going to fuck you up.
And lastly,
Mick Martin, one of the great
then some of the replies. So let's discuss some of these
Callum
replies.
Mills would be up there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Here we go. So Jordan Stephenson had a BMX injury to his hip.
Jaiden
Stevenson.
Jordan Stephenson was a 400-metre runner for Australia.
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
I think they meant Jaiden.
Yeah, of course.
Played for Collingwood.
Okay, this is a good one.
What did he do? BMX to the hip.
BMX injury to his hip.
Okay,
there you go.
This is from Lockie G. Sharad Wellingham missed a long stint with a trampoline-related incident. A trampoline! Is what he said.
I can confirm that. He was having a big night. Friends had a trampoline out the back. Sharad tried to do a backflip, landed off the trampoline, broke his ankle. Okay. Snapped his ankle. I was there.
Cool.
It was his first year at West Coast. Broke his ankle. Missed the first 12 weeks.
Someone also here said Robert Harvey snapped his plantar fascia by repeatedly jumping off a table with the intention of snapping it.
Yeah, because it hurts too much when you don't have it completely ruptured.
Yeah, so
Right, so he broke it to fix the pain.
So partially torn plantar fascia is like really sore, fully broken, all good. So he was just jumping on and off beds.
Yeah, completely snapped it and then taped it up.
Okay, this is a good one. This is for you, Hammer. Fife tripped over his suitcase. Someone replied saying, "What did he actually do?" And this is the best reply, the most upvoted reply. He tripped over his massive cock.
Yeah. Yeah, can't argue with it. It's that big horse.
Next one here is Dave Mundy breaking his leg when his foot slipped off a bike pedal and hit the chain playing with his kids.
Something I cooked up earlier. I did go through this with Dan a little earlier before the show, and I texted Dave Mundy. Okay. Said, mate, your name's come up, bizarre AFL injuries. And I gave him that.
Yep.
Broke leg after slipping off bike pedal. True or false? Dave Mundy confirms, flipped completely off my bike, avoiding the kids, saved their life.
Nice.
But also broke my leg. Side part, trained for 2 weeks on it. I said, what, with a broken fucking leg? He said, cracked. Broken is a bit extreme.
Respect.
No, it's broken. If it cracks, it's broken.
Well, he's confirmed it.
Someone also said, and just quickly, shout out to Max Personal, $5 super comment.
Super comment.
When are we seeing a crossover with Dan Does Footy, or is there a bit of rivalry there?
No rivalry.
No.
Let's get Dan on. Like, when Carlton win and you have to eat an egg, we'll get Dan on.
Of course.
And he can pour the egg virtually into your mouth.
Also, Adro Duke with a $5 super comment.
Super comment.
No comment. Just wanted to give $5.
Fair enough. Love that.
Super
Love
$5.
Someone on this Reddit poster said, I can't remember who it was, but some North player stabbed himself trying to open up a frozen pack of veggies with a knife. And Boomer had a near miss with a chainsaw, almost taking off his leg.
Why are you out there chainsawing? Like,
I had two in my time as an AFLW coach. Dana Hooker missed a whole year, severed a tendon. In the kitchen, a knife dropped off the bench and severed a tendon in her foot. Missed the whole year.
Far.
Is that public?
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now. And then Neve Kelly missed a game. She strained her quad by going too hard with a massage gun.
What?
With the pointy end. Went too hard and strained it. Missed a week.
All right, this is the last one from this Reddit post. And Sco, you probably have some insight onto this. This is from another one from Lockie G. JK. Out with a tennis ball to the eye, thrown by Dean Cox.
Was also there. We used to play cricket with the tennis ball, tennis rackets. Coxie didn't throw it, hit a tennis ball. We were facing the wrong way probably, and there was people walking it through in the background. Sliced it off the tennis racket, hit JK in the face, and he's gone down, and it was a bit of he's putting it on. Left, no one, not a really big deal, because it was sort of hit him hard. I was like, oh, that would have hurt. Didn't see JK. Next minute, JK's walking around the club with a fucking eye mask on. He was a pirate. He was walking around like a pirate for 2 weeks. Missed 2 weeks of footy. Copped the tennis ball and was wearing an eye patch.
Ouch.
Yeah, Captain Cook. Hey, can we hear from our friends at Paywise? That'd be brilliant if we could go and hear from our good friends at Paywise and
powered by me.
Yeah, Jeremy McGovern, our friends at Paywise. Thank you, Ronnie.
Hi, I'm Will, and I'm a backman. And I'm Gov, and I'm a Paywise brand ambassador.
And you're a backman?
Yes, I am, but I'm also a Paywise brand ambassador. And I know that the best way to get into your next car is through the Paywise novated lease.
To learn more about novated leasing, contact Paywise today or just ask Jeremy McGovern.
You've got the touch.
You've got the power. Oh, if only that we did this every week and our TABtouch socks were sitting right here. Hello, TABtouch friends. Boys, you got something to say to me or not?
I hate you.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Yeah, what were you
I
thinking?
went pretty hard on Geelong.
You know what? Actually, before we do this, Jaiden, roll the tape. I think
Port Adelaide versus Geelong. I think Geelong win too. They're very well coached.
Well, off the back of me saying don't listen to anything I have to say about this, I couldn't be stronger on Port Adelaide after I saw them do what they did to Fremantle. I think, even though I want GWS Hawthorn,
what did they do to Fremantle? Not much.
I think Port Adelaide will win the grand final. They are my premiership pick.
What the?
They're bound for glory.
They're bound for glory. I don't think Geelong are very good, and the only reason Geelong are in the top four is because bloody Brisbane shit the bed against Collingwood the week before, and they dropped out of the top four because of that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
They Geelong are very good. Port win.
Port win
So
then.
don't listen to anything I have to say.
No,
other than
Port
we're not going.
Okay.
Let me just read you this. Hammer, we need to. This is you, Dan. Hammer,
Great.
we need to build a 4-game multi this week. Blah blah blah. For the games, can we commit to the winners here so I can let Tab know what we're doing? You, Scully, Sydney, Brisbane, Hawthorn, Port. I said I'd be Sydney, Brisbane, Hawthorn, Geelong. Dan, I thought Geelong too, but I know nothing. And then you said that straight away. Scully's so hot on Port, we're going to go Port. Okay, yes, wait.
What's gambling costing you? Stronger on Port Adelaide. What's gambling costing you for free comments? Look, I thought
No, you were fair.
Tom Stewart pulls out. Tom De Koning doesn't get a game.
No, we didn't know that before that. We didn't know.
I know.
We didn't know Tom Stewart would pull out.
I know. And then that happened and it was like, mate, I couldn't believe they were $1.50. They should have been $1.10. Port Adelaide are a disgrace.
Yeah, they were bad.
What happens if they get bounced out? What happens? You blow it up.
I was at the paddo and it was heaving.
Ken leaves. Ken goes.
Ken comes to West Coast.
He does.
Nah.
You don't want him?
No, we hold on King.
What has he done?
Oh, just been the top 4 for the last 5 years.
What does that got you?
A lot better than West Coast has got the last 4 years.
I want premierships, nothing.
Fair.
So you've got nothing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want nothing.
I don't want to overpay Ken.
Right.
We're going to have to pay all this money. Give us Stephen King.
Stephen King, who's the coach?
He's going to be the coach.
Already know that.
And now it's breaking. Right now. Run it.
I'd like to formally apologise to all the TABtouch users, TABtouch themselves, any audience really that listen to anything I have to say.
This is the second time that's happened.
Yeah.
Where because I remember one time I sent you the algorithm, the results, and said, this is the team we should bet on this week.
I remember that too.
And you said, don't worry about it, we're going with West Coast.
Yeah.
Sure. Completely take over driving the bet. You run it. I'll have nothing to do with it.
Just so you know,
very happy to.
Just so you know, if Sydney, Brisbane, and Hawthorn win,
watch everyone forget to do it.
If Sydney, Brisbane, Hawthorn win, our bet would get up. But because you wanted us and almost forced us to go Port,
it was forcible.
So what's your point? What would you say your point is?
He doesn't.
My point is, what's gambling costing you for free and confidential support? Call 1-800-858-858.
Yeah, respect.
So you win some, you lose more.
That is true.
Do we have any fines to play today or not?
2.
Can we play them before I leave? Because I've got to go to the Pink concert soon.
Yeah,
I
sure.
couldn't be stronger on Port Adelaide.
G'day, legends. And Dan.
Great.
Wow.
Ty Neacock here with a $3 fine to all the dickheads who send the same email to all the different WA footy podcasts.
Yes.
Look, I guess you want to feel validated, and I really appreciate you adding content, but as a listener, I don't want to hear the same fucking question answered 3 different ways by 3 different podcasters. So just pick one, deal with it. If you don't get read out, who cares? Try again next week. Cheers, lads.
Brilliant fine.
Yeah,
I've had that feedback already. So apparently an email we read out was sent across
everyone.
All the great podcasts in WA,
Yeah.
right? We got the Breaking Hardball Breaks. We got
Hardball Gets. Yep.
We've got whoever Quarters does.
Get On.
What's that?
That's another sport podcast.
There's a lot of great podcasts.
Good.
And there was an
Did
email.
you say a lot of great or not a great?
Nah, a lot of great podcasts.
Sounded like not a great podcast.
A lot of great podcasts.
Respect. Take it back.
Look, we got an email and we read one out, but it got sent to everyone. No,
I can't listen to every podcast and know if we've read out an email.
I'm not listening to anyone.
No.
I'm not across that.
So
Look,
don't
too much going on.
fuck us around. Don't fuck the audience around. You want a question?
Be original. Send it to us. Just us.
Great.
Yep, absolutely.
I want to fine all you boys $1.01.
Fair enough.
These TABtouch promo things are just pretty ridiculous now. An exclusive on the Path to Glory, picking 4 winners. It's just a 4-leg multi, boys. TABtouch have put up $6.51 on there. I can get the exact same 4-leg multi on another unnamed bookie, and I can chuck a 20% boost on it, and I can get myself up to nearly $8. I mean, what's so special about this TABtouch $6.51? Hock are going to lose anyway.
Well, you're riding the
Riding it with us.
You're riding it with us.
Yeah, what you want to? Okay, great. Let's get an extra $2 by yourself, or do you want the same amount of money but with your mates?
I'll tell you what the same amount of money is when we all lose.
Yeah, we all lose together.
And you lose more.
And 0% of 0 is zero. Hey fellas, I have to run.
Yeah.
Have a great finals first week.
Hey, you too, mate.
All the best, mate.
Really enjoy Mitch Cleary coming up.
Yeah,
Make
he tells
sure
some big stuff.
Before I leave.
Yep.
Before I leave, Jack Buckley Medal's on Brownlow Medal
Massive.
night.
I'll put the link in the
I
chat.
would say
right now.
actually, Brownlow Medal night is on the Jack Buckley Medal Award winning night, and they happen to be the same night. We've got a VIP package to give away, Hammer.
Okay.
The way you enter it is buying a ticket to the show.
Respect.
I'm going really rogue here because we haven't confirmed all the details, but I'm going to do my best.
Great.
Free drinks on the night
What?
Wowee.
for you +1, I believe. Wow. We're sorting your transport for the night in an Uber Premier. If we don't do that, one of the top 5 BackChat Backman of the Year backmen will be driving a minivan, picking you up and bringing you to the Jack Buckley Medal.
Okay.
It may or may not be confirmed.
Take my money.
Right?
Wow.
You'll have priority access to all the bars. You'll have priority access to the event. You'll be treated like a king or queen.
Or both.
If you want the ability to win this VIP, the Golden Fist, and it's not the Golden Fist because that's sitting right there. That's Alex Ransell's Golden Fist.
Yep. He hates it so much he gave it to us.
It's the king and queen of the BackChat Jack Buckley Medal. You just need to buy a ticket to the event.
Get on there and do it.
Buy the
tickets are selling quick.
Buy the ticket to the event.
It's limited.
Get down, boys and girls, tuxedos from the op shop.
Yep.
Have the best night of your life
ever.
And then if you win the VIP experience, it's definitely going to be the best night of your life because it's all free.
Yeah. Absolutely. Someone said Run Will Pink just came out on stage.
Got to go.
I bet you that's
Pap. Paps is listening.
So before I think Hammer, you and I, we can get a little breather in because
mate.
Earlier Scully and I spoke to Mitch Cleary, the guy on Channel 7. So sometimes he's out there holding an umbrella, doing
you still
live
got your
crosses.
headphones on, Scully.
Thank you for that. Mitch Cleary knows all the stuff that's going on within player movement. Who's playing this weekend in the finals, even though some names have been left out. He gives us an insight into all of the stuff that's happening on the finals, in the finals this weekend. Mitch Cleary, thanks to ID Athletic, who, by the way,
everything.
Made this T-shirt, made that T-shirt. We've got some Western Fisters, sorry, not Western Fisters, the Fistball National Championship tournament merch. They've just sent us the design for it. It's incredible.
Wow.
That'll come out soon. Thanks to ID Athletic. Let's hear from Mitch Cleary.
Righto, Mitch Cleary on the way to the MCG, straight out of Adelaide. Flight's delayed. Don't worry about it. Mitch has got suits in the bag. He's going straight to the MCG. Big game, Hawthorn Bulldogs. Mitch Cleary joins us. Hello, mate. How are you?
Well, thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to this game the most of all 4 first week. The Hollywood Hawks against the Dogs. Bevo, all his future's been the rage all season. 90,000 at the G. How good?
And you get to be there. Very jealous.
Yeah, correct. But people are going to tune in Channel 7, right? Mitch Cleary is Channel 7's own, right?
Yeah.
So credit where credit's due.
Of course. We always
people are going to tune in. They're going to see Mitch, the media man, and he's going to be very prim and proper. But I think this insight is good. So, mate, you're coming off a plane. You've done Adelaide Oval last night. You're not going home. No showers for Mitch. Just straight to the next game. Mate, is this what it's all about, working in media?
Yeah, this is September. This is what you love and do it for. I just rang my partner a little earlier and said... my fiance, I should say. Hey, I was hoping to get home for a quick shower and see you, but I'm going to be heading straight to the G. So always pack a spare shirt in reserve and a tie. You never know what's going to come up. So our flight was delayed out of Adelaide to Melbourne by an hour and a half. So we thought rather than go home and waste time, I'm up shortly on the news. So best get there and get in place because the producers have... got on my ear and said you need to get to the G ASAP.
So that was like the rule. I think and this is I'm talking 2006 Eagles rule that 2007, 8, 9 always bring a set of jeans because you never know when we're going to go out. That was genuinely what West Coast.
That's good. Mitch? Did you bring your umbrella with you? Because that was a nice little piece of machinery you had there on the interview. What was going on there? It didn't even look like it was raining.
Is this last night or on Talking Footy?
No, you was.
What are you talking about?
So Mitch was doing a cross and it was right in front of the ground, and he was just one hand holding an umbrella the entire time, but it just looked like a clear night.
Yeah, Dan, it was spitting, but as you know, as a fellow Four Eyes, the little bits of raindrops you get on the glasses can throw you completely, and you start to fog up and all sorts of things. So once a little bit of rain comes, I'm straight to the umbrella. So hopefully, just looking out here, it's a bit gloomy right now in Melbourne. Feels like sort of July, August night as opposed to September, but hopefully we're in for a good night at the G.
Now, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, Mitch. I'd like to hear them. The biggest breaking news out of Melbourne, it feels, is Jack Ginnivan was at a pub last night having dinner with his mates, and it's broken the internet. I saw you reporting on it at halftime of the footy. Talk to me about it from your point of view. What's going on here?
Yeah, so we spoke to the guys last night. We were weighing up, do we report it, do we not? I'm a bit with a lot of what everyone else is saying. He's gone for dinner. He's with mates. That's fine. But at the end of the day, whatever Jack Ginnivan did, other than sit at home or just go to a quiet restaurant, I think was going to be topical after what happened in the grand final week last year when he went to the races. A lot of people at the Pies didn't have an issue with it, but Craig McRae did, and I think that was just one factor that led to his departure from the Pies. Now, Jack Ginnivan is at the London Tavern last night in Melbourne. I don't know if either of you guys have been there, but that is, if you picture a pub in Melbourne to go and watch finals footy on a Thursday or Friday night, the London Tavern is probably one of the more wilder sides. It sort of gets a little bit loose. There'll be 150, 200 people out the back in the beer garden. So, I don't know. I think I can understand people questioning. He's on the waters. He's with mates having dinner, but he's a topical guy. And what I will say, the amount of people that were messaging me about it prior to us reporting it and the interest it's caused, I think it's topical. No one's hanging him. I'm not suggesting he's done the wrong thing. I just think it's of interest. It's a public interest given what Jack Ginnivan did last finals. If this was Jack Gunston, Luke Bruce, Nick Watson, I don't think it's sort of a talking point. But given what happened in the finals last year, I think it's reasonable to report. So
one other big thing that happened yesterday was the news of Tom Stewart being a late out. I saw you were one of the first people. I don't know if you were the first, but can you talk us through the process of that when you get that news before anyone else hears it? Sort of weighing up how to do that and the process of letting people know.
Yeah, well, it's really hard on match day because, as you know, clubs bunker down. So getting information from the official sources at the Cats, it's not like you can ring them and say, hey, is Tom Stewart out at 3 o'clock in the Arvo? And they're going to go, yeah, he's out with a hammy. You've sort of got to go around to different sources and people on the fringes. So we're sort of working on that for 3 or 4 hours, didn't have enough to report, and then got some confirmation late in the afternoon that he was going to be out. Now, it's sort of a bit of conjecture whether it was hamstring or flu. The club was initially all about the flu, saying he's gone back to Adelaide, but Chris Scott did confirm post-match that he was always unlikely to play with that hammy that he suffered against the Eagles in the last game of the home and away season. So the cabbie's just given a toot there to a car that's not moving in front.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So, yeah, I think he was always unlikely to play regardless of the flu, Tom Stewart. They've got 2 weeks up their sleeve now, so you'd think he comes back, but it's one of these, well, they're saying it's one of these neural hammies, so maybe it could flare up at any time, but they're pretty confident he'll play the prelim.
Am I wrong in thinking you're a Geelong man, Mitch?
I am a Geelong man, Will. I grew up not far from you, I don't think.
Correct.
I was in
I know
you're
from Geelong, but like you had to pick a team. Geelong's your team. So, I mean, what a story for Geelong. Like, you look at them and they're, I don't know, you'd have to say they make the grand final from where they're at right now.
Well, yeah, you'd think so they're going to probably get the Swans or Giants in terms of the law of averages, given what's happening in that side of the draw. So the loser of that Swans-Giants game will play the winner of Carlton, Brisbane. Long story short, the Cats will be favourites now in that prelim, given it's at the GE, given they'll have 2 weeks to get some of their superstars back. It's remarkable what they've been able to do. And they continue to buck the trend of what the AFL wants in equalisation. They go and find these guys like Lawson Humphreys and Sean Manor. Those guys are playing on $150,000 each a season, given they're in their first years of AFL footy, and they're playing like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 players on the big stage last night. It's just extraordinary. And list managers will tell you, and recruiters around the league, you win flags when you've got the most players playing above their contract value. And Geelong consistently are able to do it. They find these guys that play above what they're worth, and once again, they find themselves in another prelim.
I'm sick of it. It's just annoying. I saw the graphic, like there was a graphic around all the prelims. It's just, I'm done.
So, all right, we've only had a little bit more time with you, Mitch. There's 3 big games coming up. You don't have to break news. I understand you're contractually obliged to do that over at Channel 7, but can you tell us if you're working on any breaking news? Can you tell us if there's any breaking news
Player
on the
X,
way?
looking at Team X.
The one I'm keeping a close eye on in the next couple of days is around Carlton. So, firstly, is Charlie Curnow actually going to play again if they progress further? I've got some big doubts on that. So, he still hasn't trained fully after that ankle injury at the G 4 weeks ago. Keen to see what the fallout there, plus any other late changes. So, a little, you always ask for something fresh and insightful.
Yeah, give us something.
I'm keeping my eye on Adam Chera at the Blues, whether he's actually fully fit and if he's going to be laid out. Alex Chincotta is a man that's tagged a lot for the Blues. He was out of the side last night. He's an emergency. Again, not declaring he'll come in, but that's where my eyes are on the next couple of hours and heading into tonight.
We bloody appreciate the little scary of information. This, of course, will be airing at 4:30 Western time.
3 hours, 15 minutes-ish, roughly.
Yeah, so maybe there's some developments over the next few hours that you may be confirmed or right or wrong. We don't know. I mean, Doherty feels like a big story. I love the bloke. Think huge respect for what he's doing, but I'm going to be scared watching him playing. Third ACL, it's a huge call.
Yeah, and the Gabba's had a history of ACL, hasn't it? Am I right in saying it's one of the harder decks, or is that just a
rock hard? So car park.
Yeah. So 26 weeks with his history. I think if he was 25, like Bailey Smith, we wouldn't be seeing it. So they're rolling the dice on Sam Doherty, but it's a risk they're willing to take. What does that do for team morale? And like, if you're a bloke like, let's say, Chincotta, and he's been inside all year, would you be a little bit aggrieved that you feel like a guy that's coming in underdone, or given what he's done for the Blues and the champion that he is, you just roll with it?
Yeah, tough to see.
Or would it get the boys up and about?
Well,
like, fuck yeah, he's in.
It's just tough to see where he's, like, clearly he's a spiritual leader. We like rolling that out, but I think there'd be elements of, dividing group. Yeah, there'd be someone missing out because he's playing now. Has he been training for 6 weeks at ultimate tempo and when they've just been waiting to play him? Well, maybe he has been. I don't know. But like this is terrible. I'm having a complete mind blank. Who was the Sydney player who now coaches at the Bulldogs? Who did
Alex Johnson?
Yeah, Alex Johnson. I mean, we saw this with him, mate. He'd come back, everyone get up and about, and then he'd do his knee again. I just don't want to see that. Before you go, mate, we're going to get tips out of you. Who wins tonight? And then how does the 2 games on the weekend on Saturday look?
Well, as I answer this question, it's just starting to spit. So I thought all week it rains, I'll go the Hawks. Yeah, the umbrella. I thought if it's dry, the Dogs are their key forwards. But then if it rains, I reckon the Hawks might get them on the ground. So I'm going to go the Hawks.
Good.
Swans, I think that's the closest final. I think that's the hardest one to tip. And then the Lions. Hard to look past them at home. But, we saw what the Blues did last September. If they get their tail up, that might be just the rocket they needed, that last loss to St Kilda. So you never know. But yeah, the Lions should be too good.
Before you leave, what was the crowd like at Port Adelaide last night? That was just as disappointing as it ever gets, really. And given their history, like, what was the crowd like?
I was surprised. So I went over to the race as the players come off because you're always thinking there might be a bit of tension. We saw what Ken Hinkley, he was booed a few weeks back. And the fans that had stuck around actually clapped their players off, which maybe shows that the ones that were a bit more animosity may have already left. It cleared out pretty quick. So
the beers
yeah, they're out of there.
But there was 3 or 4 bays of Cats fans, and the travelling fans, like, they're always the rusted on hardcore. Yeah. It was a pretty cool vibe. I think Joel Selwood actually got the biggest cheer as he came off and made his way into the rooms. He's still adored by the Cats fans. So yeah, I'll be homer for the prelim final, Geelong, and only an hour trip this time rather than the 8-hour drive to Adelaide.
Oh, boo-hoo, seriously. They have the 4-hour bloody flight from Perth. Mate, great job. We appreciate your time. Look, we'll be looking for the crease shirt. I'm sure you'll hide it well. We'll keep our eyes for it, and we'll be watching Chera as well on the weekend. We appreciate your time, mate.
Thanks, boys.
There we go.
Well done, Mitch.
Big things from Mitch in the back of the cab, giving up some time straight from the airport from Adelaide to the MCG, doing his thing. Absolute pro. I really like Mitch Cleary.
He seems like a really nice
very
guy,
nice man. We're going to finish things up early because is the footy on yet?
Nah, it starts in 10 minutes.
Starts in 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to do you a favour. We're going to finish up a little bit early.
Give you time to do a wee or poo.
Yep. Go do that.
Grab
a beer. Maybe if you live close to your bottle shop, quickly nip out right now.
You could
grab something.
If you're less than 5 minutes away, you can nip out, duck back, get some shelters.
Hawthorn Bulldogs, huge game. You want Hawks to win?
I'm on the Hawks to win.
On the Hawk train. I think I said head says Bulldogs, heart says Hawthorn. Yeah, and I think the Bulldogs win.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well done.
So I don't know. I mean, it's not a brave choice. I'm not like Rosa Parks here, picking a team. Here we go. The Brownlow Show live is September 23. It's not I got to stop calling it the Brownlow Show. It's the Jack Buckley Medal presentation. We will have a special guest there. Still trying to confirm that, but someone who is a contender for the medal will be in attendance.
We'll be there.
We're not going to give you some sort of complete random. A legitimate contender for the medal will be there on the night. But that's our show for this evening. We're back Monday at 4:30 on YouTube. Again, if you haven't heard the Adam Simpson episode, go have a listen. Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, also on YouTube. Thanks to our sponsors, Paywise, TABtouch, Shelter Brewing Co, Whippersnapper Whisky, ID Athletic, Mamba Digital, West End Plumbing, of course, for the fines, Camera Electronic, and, of course, Paywise, who power the podcast.
You started with them.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I've got to give them.
Go again.
So nice. We give it to them twice.
They're actually really good. Powered by Paywise.
They're very good.
I'm
loving the BYD.
You're literally powered by Paywise.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
See you guys on Monday.
See ya.